Continues with our team coverage this afternoon. Darryl?
You know, despite warnings that the lane wasn't going to be open this morning, commuters piled onto the only major highway into town, a nightmare commute due to a failure of key machinery that started when the primary Zipmobile, which is 26 years old, had computer issues and couldn't close the lane yesterday.
The 6-year-old first backup was called in to close the lane despite brake issues, causing a westbound jam until all lanes were open at 2:30 in the afternoon. By evening, they realized it wasn't going to be working today. The third machine, which is nearly brand new, was already down for repairs, so they canceled opening the lane this morning with a predictable result.
Now let's go back to the traffic. It's a bad morning, huh, Joanna?
Yes, terrible morning, Guy, on our roads. That's because the zipper lane is unavailable due to mechanical issues. So we've got busier than usual roadways, and we have a really bad backup on the H1 freeway. It's really backed up all the way into the Makakilo area.
Commutes were well over an hour from the west side communities like Kapolei and Eva Beach. The state said its mainland contractor that supplies the Zipmobiles sent technicians here today. They were already due in to service the one already in the shop, so they were working to make sure all three were reliable.
Here's a look at the H1 and the Makakilo Drive area.
Meanwhile, very few people took advantage of the rail system to bypass the jam.
You know, people get caught off guard when this happens, and it's kind of hard, I think, for them to make a last minute, game day call that they're going to go and do this different one.
City Transportation Director Roger Morton said his staff noticed that some trains were slightly fuller in the early hours, although the free park and ride lots had plenty of room. Morton said people need to have a plan before trying to avoid emergency traffic jams because the current route hasn't reached major employment centers yet.
That's going to change as we get our system to Pearl Harbor, to Airport, and to Middle Street. And obviously, the system was designed to go all the way into downtown. We're not there yet. It is a little disappointing.
There have only been a handful of zipper machine or lane failures since it opened 26 years ago. Officials agree it's an absolutely essential part of the daily transportation system here. The state has zipper-trained mechanics, but still relies on the mainland company to provide technicians for some repairs. The state owns the three machines and spends more than $3 million a year for operations and maintenance.
Once again, we still haven't heard from the state whether the zipper will be open tomorrow morning. Keep an eye out for alerts on our app or on the air. If it's not open, you might consider making your plans now and maybe try the rail. Darryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
All right, Darryl, thank you.